Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope everybody had a great July 4th. For those of you in the US, happy 250th USA. This is VIN0530. This is a 2016 083 Ultra White with LA20 black interior. For sale at Hendrick Lexus in North Carolina with 37,000 miles for $70,000. And so we'll talk about the price here in a little bit. But this is a one-owner North Carolina car its entire life. It was sold new by Hendrick Lexus. It was serviced by Hendrick Lexus, and it is now being resold as a one-owner car by Hendrick Lexus. So, you know, that should tell you all you really need to know there. Production statistics: 648 out of the 2,348 cars for the US 49 were ultra white. Of those, 266 had LA20 black interior. Second most common color, 11.33% of all of the US 49 production was this color combo. So like a 1 or 2 out of 10. You're gonna see quite a few of these pop up. For 2016, 372 out of the 1,418 cars for the US 49 were ultra white, and 148 had LA20 black interior. So this car is one of 148. This car was built December 3rd of 2015. Its in-service date was February 22nd of 2017. Engine number 2063492, and it has options G4, which is the lighted front door sills, Mark Levinson orange calipers, and the Comfort and Convenience Package Z2, which is the trunk mat, the cargo net, the key gloves, wheel locks, things like that. So pretty standard option car, in addition to having the lighted front door sills. Carfax, Epic VIN, and AutoCheck. This will be easy. 2026 Carfax, one owner, no accident, North Carolina car. 2024, still one owner, no accident, North Carolina car. Epic VIN shows this as a one owner, no accident car, as does AutoCheck, one owner, no accident car. So I think it's safe to assume this is a one owner, no accident car. There are less than 8% of these cars that remain here in July of 2026 that are one owner, no accident cars. There's very few of them. So this is pretty rare. Does that justify the price? We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Previous sales. So this car first went on sale in January of 2016 in North Carolina for $88,000. Still for sale in December of 2016, still for sale in February of 2017, and it finally sold at the end of February 2017, but it already had 7,700 miles on it when it was sold to its first owner. So I don't know if it was a dealer demo or what the deal was there, but it did not belong to Lexus as far as I can tell, so it's likely a dealer demo. So it was for sale for 1 year and 1 month to its first and only owner. And now here it is, July 2026, 37,000 miles, for sale at Hendrick Lexus in North Carolina for $70,000. So now into the photos. As of right now, there are still no photos. The only ones I have are when it was for sale new in 2016. So when there's photos posted, just gonna look at the usual things: brakes, tires, carbon fiber trim, the things you sit on, the things you touch. So the armrest, the steering wheel, the seat bolsters, the shift knob, things like that. But this car with 37,000 miles, I would expect to not find a whole lot other than probably the carbon fiber trim, possibly the brakes and tires. These cars always need brakes and tires when they come up for sale, so that would not surprise me in the least. However, the selling dealer may go and replace some of those, so we will see when we see photos and a further description. So now into the price. This, of course, is the touchy subject on these cars right now because the market is red hot for these cars. People are paying really strong money and they're selling for these numbers. So this car, in this market, there are several others in this price range with fewer mileage, you know, like in the sub 20,000 mile range, so like not quite half the mileage. This car I would expect otherwise probably somewhere in the mid 50s. Now, with the mileage, with the clean title, no accident, one owner type of car, it's probably justified with the price starting with a 6, but just barely. 7, I don't think so. I think that's a bit of a reach. And you have to remember though, less than 8% of these cars are still one owner, no accident. And after you buy this car, it will no longer be a one owner car. So there is that. Does that devalue it? Not necessarily. So again, I would probably put this somewhere in the mid to upper 50s, maybe, and it's a stretch, maybe the lower 60s, but I think at 70, there's still gonna probably be a buyer for it at that asking price because of how hot the market is right now. But you know, you're gonna want what you want and you're willing to pay for it. This car checks a lot of those boxes. So for me, it feels a little overpriced, but for somebody it may not. So now into the service history. This car is pretty well dealer serviced, as you would expect, but not much in the last 3 years. But it's only had about 1,500 miles put on it in the last 3 years. And really in the last 5 years, only a couple thousand miles. So it hasn't been driven a lot recently. So the first entry of note is in June of 2018 at 18,000 miles. See, so somebody was like daily driving it for a couple years and then decided not to. The low pressure fuel pump was reprogrammed. The blind spot monitoring system was showing an error, and there was a damage to the bracket behind the rear bumper. And so for those of you not familiar, the computer for it, more or less, is behind the driver's side on the side of the rear bumper. And you have to remove the bumper to adjust it or anything else, or adjust the sensors. So that's what they did. They removed the bumper. Don't know if there's any damage that was reported. It does not say. So maybe something was backed into, maybe something was painted. Don't know. It doesn't say here. There's nothing on the Carfax. So that would be something to look at a little closer. Just kind of look at the rear bumper and see if there's any signs of paintwork or repair otherwise. But in that service, they straightened the bracket and recalibrated it, and it was fine. So just something of note. November of 2020, 30,000 miles, the KLG was done. So that is the GPS location reporting incorrectly. So that was updated and resolved. March of 2026, so just a couple months ago, 36,500 miles, an oil change, which is the last service. And they also note at that oil change that it appears that it needs 4 new tires, either by date codes, dry rot, mileage, who knows. So what's not done? There's no evidence of brakes or tires being done at the dealer. The brakes, 37,000 miles, it's probably going to need them unless they've been replaced prior. The carbon fiber trim is also something I would, of course, inspect. That'll be pretty obvious once we see pictures. The front lower control arm bushings, look at the insides of the front tires, see if they're worn. If this dealer replaces the tires, then you won't be able to tell. But this car being 10 years old, you're going to come up on rubber parts starting to become an issue. So like belts, hoses, things like that. I would probably look at replacing those and fluids just on age. So you're talking about coolant, transmission service, TVD service, as I already said, belts and hoses, V-belt and hoses. That's probably something I would consider, and probably brake fluid, but really just age. And the only real concern I would have otherwise is just make sure the brakes are replaced, or if they need replacing, get them replaced. The valley plate, if it had a lot of short cycles, short heat cycles, short trips, then it's possible that it could be leaking already, but it's heat cycles and time. This has a lot of time on it, and it could have a lot of short trips. It was daily driven, it appears, for like the first couple years, and then it hasn't been driven a whole lot since then. So get a pre-purchase inspection. You're buying it from a Lexus dealer, take it to a different Lexus dealer if you want to be like that. Get a pre-purchase inspection, and especially look at the valley plate, if nothing else. So that brings me to, would I buy this car? So at this asking price, this car better be damn near perfect. And I'm talking no delaminating carbon fiber, doesn't need brakes, doesn't need tires, doesn't have a bunch of chips in the paint. Hopefully it has paint protection film, something like that. But it basically needs to need absolutely nothing if you're going to pay this price. But at the end of the day, it is a one owner, clean title, no accident, southern-ish driven car, North Carolina. You know, it's kind of there. They still get winters. But I would say as long as nothing else needs addressing, it's close. But for me, where I see the market, probably somewhere around 60, maybe upper 50s. So the more it needs, the more the price goes down from there. That's the way I see it. I think a lot of my viewers and listeners, they see it the same way too. But again, there are very few clean title, one owner, no accident cars, and this is one of them. So what is that worth to you? And if it needs a bunch of stuff or not. So that's what we're waiting on to see photos. If you have looked at this car or inquired about this car and have photos already or video, please feel free to send them to me. My email is right here, and I will of course pass those along to those that are also considering or looking at this car. So that's what I've got for you guys. VIN 0530530. Hopefully we see some photos soon. If you know anything about this, leave a note in the comments and I'll pin it to the top. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.